Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Missing Gear. I just got to start the pod by saying something. I watched that boring-ass race, and I looked on Twitter after, and I saw a lot of hate towards Joey Logano. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these whiny puss bags always shitting on this gawky little Guido kid. I'm sick of it. He was just trying to stay on the lead fucking lap. He was racing. He's supposed to give 100% all the time, right? Right? Mm-hmm. All he tried fucking doing was staying on the lead lap. Like, what? Is he just supposed to fucking, like, goddamn.
Well, so Dylan, Matt's back.
Back at it again.
Back at it. Mm-hmm. I was at the race. I flew down to Atlanta. Had a great weekend, guys. Great weekend.
Great weather, everything?
Great. Well, the weather, honestly, it was only really good on Sunday and Monday. The weather kind of sucked on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I guess I shouldn't say sucked. It was a little windy. You know, it would have been nice if it wasn't for the wind.
Well, have you been around here the past couple of months?
It was nice.
It was nice this week. It was like fucking 65 when I looked at the weather, and I'm like, fuckers, it's like 58.
It was 62 yesterday.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It was nice.
It was nice. So anyway, race. Oh, guys, I know the race sucked, all right? And I told who I went with 2 days before the race that this race was going to suck, all right? I'm like, I'm telling you right now, guys, if you want an exciting race, next time we'll go to Talladega 2 hours away instead of Atlanta, which was 45 minutes away, all right? I'm like, that race, there'll never be a moment of it being boring. It's going to be exciting the whole time, pretty much, all right? And maybe the stages will be boring in the middle, but the ending's going to be fantastic. Mm-hmm. And you will guarantee to see a wreck. Yep. Not just a little one.
And
not
it's going to look like someone died.
Yeah, not just
Kurt Busch hitting the wall or Tyler Reddick just hitting the wall. It's going to be bad. All right. Yeah. So I think we might go to Talladega next year. Ooh. We don't know yet. We got a Martinsville trip next.
So am I going to get invited to that one, Matt?
Yes, Dylan, you will be invited to that one.
All right.
But before the Talladega race, we got Martinsville to look forward to.
Yes, we do.
I'm looking forward to that. So the race
sucked.
It
thank
sucked.
the Lord for stages.
However, I agree with Matt on that. However, the ending was still somewhat exciting, considering it sucked. Because Ryan Blaney chased him down, being 3 seconds back, and came back, overtook Kyle Larson, and then won the race, which was exciting. Now, me, as a spectator, I could only see it on the track and see, oh, Ryan Blaney looks a little bit closer. Oh, Ryan Blaney looks even more close. Ooh, Ryan Blaney's going to pass him. Ooh, Ryan Blaney's passing him. And he passed him. So I will say, there's two great parts about this experience. One, I got the race scanner.
Oh, so you could hear everything.
I could hear everything. Awesome. Love that. All right, I am considering buying one.
Really?
For the fact that you can get the ones with the radio, and you can talk between each other during the race. And I thought, one, I'm going to at least 3 more NASCAR races this year. The Xfinity Road America race, the Cup Road America race, and minimum the Cup Martinsville race, if not the Xfinity and the Truck Martinsville race. Assuming those are all, I think those are all happening the same weekend. Maybe not the truck one, but I know the Xfinity one I think is. So I'm potentially going to 5 races this year, all right? The rental was like $40. So right there, I'm at $200. And this is year 1. Now the equipment is awfully expensive.
How much? How much are we talking here?
It's on sale for 1 radio and the 2 scanners, $650.
That is more than my racing radios I have for my.
It is expensive, all right? Well, I'm telling you.
That's crazy expensive.
It's expensive. However, I see a return here in the end. And I think I can still credit my rental that I had from this last weekend towards the new equipment, which would then save me another $40. It's I don't know, it's tough because I kind of want to do it because you can talk to people during the race, and if any race you go to, you're fucking screaming into their ear, "What's that?" You fucking right up to it, and you still can barely fucking hear them. Mm-hmm. It's tough. So I'm like, that's tempting, right? It's tempting, but I'm gonna sit on it. I'm thinking we got another race to look forward to that I should be preparing for. So we're gonna look at that, and I think I can use it for the IndyCar race. I just have to manually enter the frequencies. I can't, like NASCAR, you can just click like the series and it'll just show all the drivers. It's pretty easy.
What brand of radios is it?
RE.
RE?
Yeah.
See, I use rugged radios, yeah. I don't know if I could even tune them into it.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Can you manually enter a frequency into it?
I believe so.
Then you should be able to listen to the race. As long as you get the list of
radios too.
As long as you get like the list of frequencies prior to the race starting, you can. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Oh.
So that was one. Second thing that was super exciting, when Kyle Busch got his speeding penalty, the entire crowd fucking cheered. It was fantastic. Everybody, I'm not kidding you, the whole crowd just went up and cheered the whole thing. And honestly, the commentator was kind of like, oh, Kyle Busch got a speed, kind of like hyping everybody up, like, Kyle Busch got a speeding penalty. And I thought it was hilarious.
How was it when Chase Elliott engine? Yeah,
tough. Considering it's Georgia, and he grew up in Georgia. A lot of Chase Elliott fans.
Yeah.
A lot of Chase Elliott fans.
That would be like Aaron Rodgers tearing an ACL.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right
It was tough. So,
playoff game.
he blew the engine, and he had to go all the way back around. And when he was coming to pit road, everybody stood up and, gave him the little cheer. Can't say I'm surprised. Obviously, a lot of Chase Elliott fans in Georgia. So
Whole fucking crowd.
the entire crowd. Pretty much the entire crowd. Not everybody, but it was a lot. What was really exciting was at the end was when Blaney took over the lead. There were a lot of cheering going on. A lot of people. And I was pumped. I was like, yeah, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in like 100 laps.
Woo! Literally the only good thing.
Yeah. Which is very exciting. But the hard part because I watched some of the broadcast before you guys came over. And the 25 laps of the first, before the competition caution, felt like a flick of a finger, right? Mm-hmm. Zoomed by. And then I watched it on TV, and I'm like, God, this seems like it's been forever. And it was like 15 minutes. The whole race just flew by when I was there. And there was a lot of things that I didn't know. Well, because I saw Kevin Harvick peeled off after the competition caution. And I could not tell he had a flat tire from where I was sitting.
He was having a rough day. He kind of recovered a little bit, and he got a respectable finish.
He's finished 10th, I believe. So,
10th? Oh, wow.
Some winners and losers for you.
Ooh.
Winners, obviously Ryan Blaney.
Yes,
I'm hoping.
time.
So, like we said, 6th race, 6th different winner. I think the trend's going to continue this week.
Yeah, we're on our way.
We still got Hamlin, Harvick, Busch.
The dirt race, wild card. I don't know. I think Kyle Larson's still going to be the favorite, but boy, it's tough. I don't know. Anybody can win that thing.
Fucking Ryan Preece could.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of experience.
Another winner.
Christopher Bell
He
could
too.
be good on the dirt.
Another winner. And I know you're going to hate me saying this. Daniel Suarez. He was running 6th.
They talked about
top
him
10.
so much.
I did not get to that part of the stage, all right, or to the broadcast, so I have no idea, right?
Although I will say it was the first time Pitbull's dick didn't get sucked on the broadcast when they were talking about Suarez. So I can still live with myself after this week.
Well, so I was watching. I'm like, Daniel Suarez, 6th, actually 6th. Straight out 6th. Got a speeding penalty, which was unfortunate. They still finished 16th, I think, which was good for
rookie team.
17th.
Yeah.
Well, and they were top 10 a lot of that race. And I was like, that's good. That's good for them.
Yeah, they got a lot of TV time, too.
It's good for them. All right. Yeah. And another winner. You're going to hate me saying this one, too.
Yeah, it's Roush. Roush.
Big winner.
Yeah.
I think they're up to 2-4 now.
Yeah, so I'm up 2-4.
Well, you're up. No, you're up. I know, but they're up to 2 now. They're up
to they got 2 on me. They got 2. Those sneaky bastards. Ryan Newman, 13th, respectable. Basically, they win if they get 2 drivers in the top 15 or 1 in the top 10. Yeah, in my mind, which I'm still confident that I'm going to win this season.
Oh, I fully agree. Yeah, but we're up. Dylan's at 4.
Yeah, their 1.5 program is scaring me a little bit. All of a sudden, we get Newman out of nowhere.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Buscher.
I'm really scared for Buscher next week because I feel like Buscher, the Daytona Road Course, I think he did really well. I think he does really well when it's all kind of even and no one knows the track. Yeah. So that's scaring me a little bit, mildly. I want to give another loser. Chase Briscoe Just for still not
So,
doing a fucking thing.
I'm gonna go off that. I'm gonna say Stuart Haas in general was a big loser.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
Absolutely.
race was bad. Kevin Harvick had the flat tire. He was lucky enough to somehow get a top 10. Pulled that right out of his
I don't
ass,
know how.
which was a tough day for them because he could have been easily top 5.
He said it was the worst car he ever drove at Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
early on.
really, he still somehow got a top. I think it's a 7th top 10 now at Atlanta or some streak like that. Good for Kevin Harvick, but Stuart Haas, man, this whole season's been tough. Where is Eric Almirola?
Yeah, what
Where
happened to the Amarola that
Cole
reeled off
Custer?
the top 10s
Yeah,
a year
gone.
ago?
Stuart Haas just took a big hit, and I think the big shift was between Hendrick and Stuart Haas. I think they swapped.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hendrick did good last year, right? But not as good as Stuart Haas. And I think now it's like Hendrick's really doing well, and Stuart Haas
has
I don't know
their
where they
Chase
are.
Elliott and Kevin Harvick, and
Yeah.
the rest of the program is just
there.
they're
I mean, they're building, which I expect. Mm-hmm. But a winner, I hate it. Kyle Busch was a winner, man. I hate it. He got the
Kyle
speeding
Busch
penalty. He still
was
got
a
a top
great-
5.
He
He went through the
had a
field a
great
few
day.
times. He had a good day.
got a
He was up there
60th
the whole
truck
day.
win too, but
Oh, yeah.
like,
I forgot about the truck win.
he should have stopped running 30 wins ago.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
serious.
I watched the first 4 laps of the truck race, realized Kyle Busch
Yeah.
was running, and then said, well,
I
I'm
think you
turning
got to
this
start
off.
like right up front too.
Yeah, he did. He started second. I'm like, well,
Yeah, so it
I
was
am,
over before
I am
it
turning this
happened.
off. Like,
Yeah.
there's no point. There's really no point.
Yeah.
I did not watch the Xfinity race. However, I saw the ending of the Xfinity
Oh, I
race.
loved it. I loved it. I loved it. That Noah Gragson is stealing my heart like one punch at a time. I love it.
And that was not even brought on by Noah Gragson, in my opinion.
No, it was not his fault at all.
Looking back at the footage, NASCAR did not give a penalty. I think rightfully so. Looking back at the race footage and the pit road footage and the rules, he was within every right of what he did, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying Daniel Hemrick shouldn't be upset. I think he should be. I mean, you're a competitor. You should be pissed off, right? Mm-hmm. But boy, that was exciting. Mm-hmm. Daniel Hemrick just comes up, pushes him, and Noah Gragson, without hesitation, all right, I guess we're fucking throwing hands. Let's give you a right hook.
Loved it.
Loved it.
Loved it. Even better when Hemrick was walking away, fucking Harrison Burden comes up, fist bump.
Yeah.
Love that.
Love that. Teammates. Love that. And Justin Allgaier got the win. Love seeing it on
Big W.
My favorite Xfinity driver, Justin Allgaier, getting the dub. Love seeing that. Big fan of that. But now I didn't watch the rest of the Xfinity race. I was out doing other stuff in Atlanta, cool stuff.
I kept tabs on it.
Cool stuff.
Didn't watch it fully.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it.
I didn't either. But it's all right. I would have loved to gone to the Xfinity and truck race, but I felt bad enough dragging them to one Atlanta race. I didn't feel like dragging them to 3 Atlanta races, if you know what I mean. But next year, Talladega. I think Talladega. It's only, I didn't realize it was 2 hours from Atlanta.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was.
2-hour drive. That's going to Milwaukee.
That's what I'm saying. That's not bad at all.
No.
That's doable, especially in a day.
Yeah, we're from the Midwest. We
Count me in to that.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. So another cool thing about the race that I wanted to mention was I had no idea they were doing a flyover. I thought that was really cool. And I was watching and I thought they were going to come from the middle because it's like the 500 when I was there. They came from like the middle of the grandstands up and over and like spread out, and it was just the coolest freaking thing ever. They came from the side. It was still really cool. And one thing I want to say about Atlanta is I didn't realize how much like forest was around the track. Like, because I was sitting there and I thought, okay, this is going to be like more urban kind of area. No, not at all. Like, it was mostly wooded around the track. I think, and I was kind of shocked, to be honest, because there's the other one. Those were sitting.
I wouldn't even guess that.
I didn't either, and I was kind of.
You had pretty good seats.
I thought they were pretty good. They
That's
were
not
right at
bad.
the entry of pit row.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. And one of the guys was on TV. I sent it to you, Dylan.
Yep.
And it was, what the fuck did it say?
Well, he had a mullet.
Of course he had a mullet. We had a mullet counter going on. I think we lost track after 12. We did have a mullet counter going on, and I had an overall counter. I think I was up to like 4 or 5. Because the first race I went to, Derek, it was Put It Out. This guy, this was the guy. He was in the same row as me, like on the other side of the grandstand. Same guy.
That guy was on TV.
Yeah, he was on TV.
I know.
That was
why
one
I
of
saw
the
it.
yeah. That was one of the things that I was trying to like stay watching the race so I could see if you and
Or anybody
Libby
were on
and
there,
Chris like made it on there.
We're not cool enough for that.
Yeah,
we had to
you
have a
didn't.
mullet, sunglasses, and a shirt that said "Put It Out."
Do it for Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Race hell.
But the
praise
first
Dale.
race, the first Daytona race I went to, I had a bet with Derek on the over/under on overalls, and I said under. And honestly, I did not pay that close of attention. One, it was Florida, so I don't know if that helps or hurts my case, but I think it
Depends on
helps
what
it.
part.
I mean, it was Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, it's going to be pretty hot. I don't think people are going to wear overalls to a race. Then I went to Atlanta. I think it's worse because I think Atlanta's... I don't know how to put this nicely, but...
Matt,
More
whatever
south.
you said. Yeah.
I don't know. It's not more south, but I don't know how to word it.
Is it
without-
worse than Illinois?
That's that's just
No,
bad.
it's not worse than
Also,
Illinois.
last week on the pod, I called Illinois a called them a cesspile. I meant to
Yeah.
say cesspool. So, just for
Cess-
all the
okay.
listeners,
Just
Illinois is a cesspool.
Twisting the knife a little bit more every week.
It's a cesspool. My bad.
Yeah. And for pre-race entertainment, they had Jeff Foxworthy.
Jeff
Really?
Foxworthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I
How'd
did
that
not
go?
listen to I didn't listen to it at all.
He was really funny when I was about 7 years old.
Yeah,
That's the last
can't
time I
remember
heard
the
of
last
him.
time he was funny.
Yeah, probably since the Blue Collar Comedy
Yeah,
Tour.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And one
Ron
thing
White and
I really liked that Atlanta basically took every other row out and they basically put us like almost so you can stand, and then they had cup holders. I don't know how to word that the best.
Really?
So let me see if I can find a picture of it to show you guys what I'm talking about.
Kind of like what they did on, like, March Madness has those. Where, like, they had cup
Here,
holders
this
in
is
every
kind of
other
the
row.
best way I can show it without. So it's like they took the row out, and they put like up to your
Oh,
basically
no kidding.
waist, and then there's cup holders. So then you have way more leg room, all right, and B, you have a nice cup holder. And if you want to put your legs up, you can put your legs up. Super
pretty
nice. Fantastic experience with that. All right, love that. And because of COVID, we were in like one section, and then the next people over were like 7 rows or not rows, seats over. Loved it.
Oh, that's nice.
One of the best sporting experience I've had in terms of people like next to me. Like there wasn't a problem.
Not like sitting at Lambeau and you...
Oh yeah, and you're just
The
freaking-
seat's only 3
Yeah.
inches
Although
wide
when it's
and
when
you
it's
got
like
drunk
they fit
chicks
30.
fucking
Oh, yeah, but when it's
spilling
like
their claw all
negative
over you.
3 degrees, that does help. Get a little cocoon in there, you know, you get a little more warmth going on. You know, they block the wind, you know, but it's fantastic. Loved that.
Sometimes I feel you up at Packer games. I had that once.
Well, speaking of winners, I don't think we can leave Kyle Larson out of this.
We can't either.
Out of the.
I'm
I
gonna
think,
call him a loser.
When you see a 1.5, I know his car went away at the
I know
end.
I'd
but
call him a winner.
I mean,
because
he got some playoff points.
I still don't count Kyle Larson. I guess we had multiple conversations about it now, and I guess I still never really called him a great mile-and-a-half racer. And here we are, 3 mile-and-a-halfs in, and
Well, he's really
he
good
got-
at finishing second
he is.
mile and a halves.
You don't get nothing for silver.
You're right.
That's.
First loser,
The first loser. You're right.
Dale Senior.
But he
said
did.
that.
He did dominate that whole race.
He
I
did
mean,
dominate that whole race.
At each
And-
stage, I think he had a 12-second lead.
So here's what Kyle Larson was really, really good at: leading the race. And now, leading a race is the goal of the race. But here's where it gets a little complicated. The overall goal of a race is to lead the final lap of it.
Right.
And that
Which is
Ryan
true.
Blaney was better at
You are absolutely correct.
this Sunday. I mean,
Fully agree.
That's true.
it might be a little controversial.
Yeah.
You know, the scientific community might say I'm a wacko, but I think
You think?
that is the main point of
You
a
think?
race. Yeah.
That is the main point of the race.
That is.
What a great insight to the
Thank you.
NASCAR, Dylan.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. I just wanted to explain
Man,
that.
I wish I was that
You know,
smart to come up with
just-
that.
I've really been learning a lot on this. Podcast.
Yeah, right? I had
Yeah.
no idea, man. I just Said no clue.
I really think
Say.
Hendrick in general. I think
We've been
Hendrick
preaching,
had a
has
strong
really.
run.
preaching this now.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Bowman
William
ended up
Byron's
in
like
13th.
ninth in points. He got a top
Bowman
10.
got third. Chase Elliott,
Was it? Oh, yeah.
Elliott
Yeah,
blowing
third.
his engine
Yeah.
was a loss, right?
That was
Can
unfortunate.
you remember the last time a Hendrick Motorsports blew up an engine?
I can't.
I can't either. Rare.
Yeah.
Those are rare. Very
you don't
rare
see
that they
that
blew
a
an
lot.
engine.
That's like
Especially
a
at Chase Elliott.
yeah. That's a James Davidson kind of thing.
It is.
Quinn Hoff.
Hey, now let me, I'm not watching the broadcast, right? So when Timmy Hill on the first lap went into pit road, I thought his engine blew up already.
I think he's a rookie.
And and really it was because he had to serve a pass or penalty. But I had no idea. I just thought his engine blew up. No idea. And going back to when Kevin Harvick had to go back in after the competition caution, they were asking, why'd Kevin Harvick pit? And I'm like, I don't know, loose lug nut maybe? I could not tell from where I was sitting that he had a flat tire. I can't. Unless I have freaking binoculars, and I did not bring those, I have no clue that he had a
Didn't
flat
tune
tire.
into the Kevin Harvick.
It's too late.
There you
It's hard. By the time something happens, and then I because you can switch to the driver itself, and I can switch it, and then it's too late to listen because I have it on scan mode, so it just filters through everybody and whoever's talking. But if I leave it on, say, I was listening to Kyle Larson when he was leading for a bit, and they only say something for when they cross the start finish line, 40 to go. And then that's it. Then he drives all the way around. And 39 to go. And then sometimes they don't even say anything. Sometimes they just run around. 35. And then run around. Oh, so-and-so's on the top, exiting. Oh, clear low. And that that's it. So I kind of switched because I'm like, this is fine. I don't mind listening to one driver. But I also want to hear things the whole race.
Yeah, you don't want to sit there in silence for the
Right, but I really wish there was an option to tune out the bottom 15 drivers. Because I tuned into BJ McLeod all the fucking time because he was getting lapped every 5 seconds.
Josh Bilicki.
I turned into Josh Bilicki all the time because he was getting lapped every 5 seconds. So then it was the spotter being like, yep, Brad's coming up you high. Yep, one up. Yep, 20 cars back. Yep, 5 cars back. Yep, Chase on your right, or whatever, all that. But they were getting lapped so much, and so many cars were going by him that the spotter was constantly talking. Yeah. What was fun was on the last few laps, I turned into Brad because he was ahead of Blaney. Or no, Blaney was right behind him, and I was like, I wonder what they're gonna say to Brad. And Brad's spotter came on, and was like, Ryan wants the top in 1 and 2, and bottom in 3 and 4. Do what you can to help him out, and it's basically get the fuck out of his way. He's about to win, and if you're in his way, we're gonna be really pissed off, right?
Little team order.
Yeah, move. He's going to win, and you're on the last car in the lead lap. And it was just really interesting because then as I see the next corner, you see that Brad goes low into 1 and 2 and high into 3 and 4, and it's just very interesting that all the communication going on there. And it was really interesting was even listening. I don't even know who it was, but somebody was like, yeah, Corey LaJoy, which was 20 cars up. The spotter was like, they want to know if you can bump draft up next to them for whatever reason. And I was like, this is 3 laps away from this happening. And they're already talking about all this stuff going on. It's just so interesting because you don't hear that on the broadcast.
No.
On all the stuff that's going on. Or even during pits, they're like, well, who was it? I don't even know who it was. I want to say I think it was Alex Bowman. He's like, well, so-and-so is asking if you can pit short because Alex Bowman wants to get in deeper because so-and-so is pitting in front of him and all this shit going on. I'm like, this is...
Really?
Yeah, awesome.
Talking about where they want to know.
Yeah, where they want them to stop in their pit box. I'm like, this is crazy. There's just so much going on, and I just want to listen to it all, but I can't because I have one headset. And I can't tune into one driver because one driver doesn't talk the whole time on the radio. I can't. Mm-hmm. Now, if it was Talladega, I could because they're spotting all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Totally different story, but... Mm-hmm. And that was so cool. Like I'm not doing that. Well, how do I want to do that? I'm not going to a race. I'm not doing that. I'm going every time I'm going to do that. I'm going to rent the scanner. It's so cool. I have to.
No,
It makes the race experience way better compared to the Road America races that we've gone to, which, don't get me wrong, have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
But the scanner, way better.
Well, you don't like my jokes?
I like your jokes. I just can't have a conversation with you half the time because
That is true.
it's loud shit.
So then you can talk to if we all went and we all got them, we can all talk together.
I believe so, yeah.
That'd be sweet.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I
Then
want to
you can
buy.
you could stay watching, not even.
That's why I want to buy the
be able to
equipment
talk.
because that would be so cool to just be able to talk to one another mid race, and then you can have a conversation and not be, what? Oh, what was that? Hold on, let me get right up to your ear. You know?
Any kind of green flag run, you get the fucking bottom feeders all over the track.
Right. Especially at like Atlanta, when they had that green run. I had no idea half the time who was on the lead lap. If it wasn't for the scoring pylon,
It was
I
honestly
had no
like
clue.
almost at points, no one. Like,
Yeah.
it
No,
was,
it really was. It was down. The first stage, it was already, I think, down to like 20.
Like Kyle Larson had like a 10-second lead on like second at
Yeah.
points in that race.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I remember.
Joey
Was that the
Logano
end of the
was-
second stage? I don't remember, but I remember all of a sudden I was tuning into Kyle Larson, and he's like, "Yeah, Blaney's second. He for reference, and he was Larson was coming out of turn like 4. He's like, "Yeah, Blaney just got out of turn 2," and I'm like, "What? Like, goddamn." So that was the end of the first stage because that's why Chase was in front of him. And that's why I tuned in, because I'm like, I wonder if they're going to say anything like, all right, back her down or anything like that. And they didn't, but I think it was implied that, hey, Chase is on the last car in the lead lap. If you lap him, we're not going to be very happy because you have a 10-second lead. So you can back her off a half a second for the last 4 laps, and you'll still win the stage. I think that's why they kind of threw out the, for reference, by the way, Blaney is 10 seconds back. So you got some time. Just kind of leave him out there and let him stay on the lead lap. And
Yeah, I totally seen that.
oh, I knew that
I mean,
coming. I knew that coming while Larson was coming up to Elliott with like 10 to go. I'm like, he's gonna ride that out. There's no way he's going to lap chase Elliott.
Yeah,
Like,
not
there's
with,
no
like,
chance.
what
Not
was
with
it,
10
4
laps to go, and when he
Okay.
has a 10-second lead. If he was getting pressured by like a half second, he would go, right? You want your playoff point, but yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Like, there's no way he's just gonna blow right past Chase Elliott. Anyway, not a lot of wrecks,
No.
which was kind of sad on my
What
part.
was it?
Nothing,
Two
like-
wrecks or 2 cautions?
Kurt Busch. Like
Kurt Busch wrecked, and I mean Tyler Reddick hit the wall kind of hard.
Did they even call a caution for that?
They did not
They did
call a
not.
caution for that. No, they did not. They only did for the Kurt Busch wreck.
Yeah.
I also thought when they got tires, or when they pitted with 60 to go, I thought they were going to pit one more time.
So did I, because they were pitting about every.
They were pitting like
50
30. Well, I thought they're, because I'm like, the tires are like 30, 40 laps, and they're pretty much absolutely shot. So I thought, okay, I could see somebody saying, well, if I pit, it's going to cost me 25 seconds, but I gain a second every lap with 30 laps to go, so I'm going to gain 5 seconds. So I thought, oh, everybody's going to come to pit. And I was telling Emily that. I'm like, I think they'll pit with like 30 to go. If it's past 30, I don't think they're coming. If it gets to like 30 to 35, they might pit. Nobody pit. And I'm like, I'm kind of shocked. I thought they were, because what was the last stage? 115 laps?
I think so. Yeah, something. Like
115 or like
110.
120 or something like that. Yeah, something like that. And
Usually
I thought,
half the race.
yeah, and I thought, okay, they're gonna probably split it into 3. But I don't know. It's hard to tell because I don't have all the race stuff like Fox. You have like when they last pitted and all that stuff. I don't have any of that. I'm just watching the race, right? I don't know who the fuck's on the lead lap. I don't know how many seconds they're behind. There's one scroller, like one little TV behind the pit road that I could barely see that says which position everybody's in and like how far back they are. But all I could see is if they're on the lead lap or if they're not on the lead lap. Because like I because there's like the seconds, like negative 10 seconds or whatever. I could not see that from how far back I was. Well, and how small it was to where I was. I can't see that. I didn't feel like pulling up my phone either.
Yeah. So, guys, we got to have the discussion. Blaney's out. Blaney survived.
Oh, the doghouse.
He got out of the doghouse.
The doghouse. So, Alex Bowman is still in there. He needs to win. So now...
Who are we going to throw in? Who are we even going to nominate?
That's tough. That is tough. Because I have no idea, dog.
Matt, you got any thoughts?
Well, let's think about this. Tyler Reddick hit the wall.
Good
went in the
point.
pit.
Yep.
Still finished before Brad Keselowski.
So Brad Keselowski had a bad week.
Brad did have a bad week.
Brad's crew chief, though, was suspended this race.
Was he? See, I
He
didn't
was.
I didn't know.
So he was kind of screwed from the jump. But also, I mean...
He was in pit road a lot, and I had no idea why.
Brad
Couldn't tell you.
has been very good this season. I believe he's still like 5th in points, and he shit
He's
the
still
bed
up
this
there.
race, and we're only 6 races in. Mm-hmm. And that's just how good Brad Keselowski's been. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't think he's the right kind of guy that we'd want to throw in the doghouse, that we'd throw to the wolves.
So I'm going to propose 2 options. And now you can make a similar argument for one and maybe a similar argument for the other. First option, Joey Logano.
Really?
Similar option to Brad. Had a good season so far, but he had 2 opportunities, maybe 3, to win a race. Hasn't capitalized. Hasn't won yet. My last option, 2020 NASCAR Series Cup Championship, Chase Elliott. I will say he's been doing well. All right, I think he's doing pretty good. But
He's the only reason why he didn't win that road course, the Daytona road course race.
he could have had a win.
That is...
Could have probably had 2 wins.
Mm-hmm.
He got last, not second to last. Second to last.
Second to last. Kurt Busch was.
And I'm picking people who will probably eventually get out because
Yeah.
I could easily say we can all make a case for Ryan Newman. We can all make a case for Eric Almirola. We can all make a case for even Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah, and I mean, Matt DiBenedetto, like, this was his best race this
I
year.
think he did quite well.
But he finished 11th, so he doesn't even get that nice little top 10 statistic.
Yeah.
But also, he's never won before, so is he even allowed in this doghouse? Like, I'd throw Chase Briscoe in there right now just because he hasn't done anything. But also, he's a rookie.
Right.
So I don't
And
really
you
want to
can't-
throw him in there.
Right. Because how much of that? How can you? What do you expect out of him?
And Tyler Reddick is only in his 2nd season, and he had a runner-up Homestead finish.
And a very impressive runner-up Homestead finish, by the way.
Yes.
Like very
He just
impressive.
didn't have enough laps to pull a Blaney.
I agree. Yeah, I fully
Yeah.
agree.
Otherwise, I mean, Timmy Hill did finish 36.
Yeah, we're not counting Timmy Hill. We got to think of people who could actually win at some point.
Who could actually get out of it?
Who could actually get out at some point.
I mean, I'm just going to float this out there. Could always throw Newman in.
No, because we all know Newman's going to stay
he's
there he'll never get
He'll
out.
never get out.
He'll never get out.
We're going to throw
And part-
kibble to that
And
fuck
part
forever.
of the doghouse is it needs to be kind of who's on a slump right now and who will eventually get out. Because I think Alex Bowman will eventually get out. And if we do Joey Logano, Brad, or Chase, they will eventually get out. I'm confident in that. They will get out. But they're just having tough goes right now.
I know that we're talking about the doghouse right now, and we're not going to throw Briscoe in there. But I just want to point out again how bad Briscoe is right now.
You were pretty hyped about Briscoe, by the way.
Austin Cendric, I know. I loved the Few, the Proud, the Fords last season.
You did, yeah.
And now that's all kind of over because I think Riley Herbst is still in our Xfinity doghouse from last year. And now he's the only other Ford, so now it's just Cendric.
It's Cendric
But
and Riley.
Cendric finished one position ahead of Briscoe.
And Cendric, that was a one-off race for Cendric.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in the lineup, by the way, and I saw his car out there, the 33, and I'm like, oh, that's a pleasant surprise. Very nice.
Love
to see
seeing that. I'm starting to
Happy for
think
that.
that he is like the next big driver that's coming out of the...
22nd for Atlanta race?
Yeah.
First Cup's... No, not first. First Cup started in Atlanta. I think that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he had a fairly good 500.
So, Doghouse. Before I go to my next point. I'm making my case for Chase, in my opinion. I think...
Can we talk about Austin Dillon? I know he finished 6th this week.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
I mean, hey,
not yet.
He hasn't won.
He
He's
did have a good race.
Yeah, he's had a good season too. Which
He's
I
actually
kinda hate.
surprisingly had a good season, which I absolutely fucking hate. But I can't put Austin Dillon in there yet. How much we all know we hate the guy. How much I've displayed my displeasure with that absolute fucker. Yes, we can't do that.
Yeah.
I like my Chase Elliott pick. What do you guys think?
I don't want to throw a champ in there, but I almost think we have to.
I think we have
because
to. He's on a
I
slump.
can't find it to put
I think
either
he's kind of on a slump.
Penske, Logano, or Brad in there. It's
tough.
Chase Elliott's in the doghouse.
Chase Elliott's in the doghouse. We'll see how long he's in there. I think how long he's in there. I'll write that down. Chase Elliott, doghouse.
Oof.
So, next point. Ryan Preece. 25th, man.
I mean...
I saw the Planters, the Peanuts car go by, and I
thought,
damn it.
Yeah, this week he fell out of the chase. Him and Ricky Stenhouse both fell out of the chase.
Surprisingly, Ricky Stenhouse still got 12th.
Yeah,
which is pretty, I will say.
6 points back.
He's doing pretty good. I hate to say it. Stenhouse is doing pretty good so far. For his team, I think he's doing above what I expected.
I think Ryan Preece is even better, though, because Ryan Preece doesn't even have a charter. He doesn't have security. He's racing with no net. No net.
Yeah, but there's not more than 40 cars that enter every week unless you get to Super Speedway.
Stop bringing that up.
Sorry. Sorry to bring that up one more time.
That makes him look bad.
All right, we're gonna move on from that. How'd your bets go? I remembered to do it surprisingly, even while I was sitting there.
So I did it,
timer,
but I didn't even check it. So this.
Oh, here we go. Live.
I'm checking right now for the first time.
I didn't do any bets.
I did, and then we're gonna get to the next segment about the bets.
History. Let's go. My balance is still 0, so I don't think I did.
So
very
you did
well.
not win anything. But that's okay. That's all right. How many did you get?
So I got 1.
1.
I got 1. Let me find it.
I got 2.
Oh, I'm in the 30th percentile.
I got 2.
How many cars will Hendrick have in the top
That's the one you got?
Stage 2? 3, 21%.
Wow.
Got it.
I got, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, and Brad finish in the top 10. I said no, because I think at that point Brad was kind of shit in the bed. Gimme point. And then I got which will be the best finishing position in Stage 2. Obviously, it was Kyle Larson, because I think at that point Chase Elliott was still in the race, but not, it was pretty obvious pick. So that was it. I didn't get any of the other ones. However, tomorrow night, NASCAR Pro Invitational iRacing event on the Bristol Dirt. I am very happy NASCAR is bringing it back. I'm happy they're not bringing it back the whole season. I'm glad they're doing it at, I think, mostly the races that they haven't raced so far this year. I think it's like 6 on Fox Sports 1. I think Clint is going to race in it.
Ooh,
really?
I believe so. I'm if I remember,
Watch
I'm going to tune into that. But you can bet on that as well, and I also bet on that. We'll see how I do next week along with the Stage 2 contest. So, a little bonus. We'll see how that goes. Bristol Dirt. I'm excited. But I did put my wagers in on that. So speaking of Bristol Dirt, how excited are you guys?
I'm pretty pumped.
I'm freaking so excited.
I'm ready for a shit show too.
So am I. I hope it's a complete fucking disaster.
Yep.
I hope it's not a complete disaster, but I hope it's a disaster enough to where it's enjoyable. Like, it's not like...
It's an entertaining one.
Yeah. I don't want it to be, like... I don't want, like, Fox or anything to, like, fuck up because that'll ruin my experience, but I want the drivers to have just enough of a shit show that I can enjoy it, but not to the point where it's a cautionary lap. And I hope they
don't want that.
I don't want that, right? I want them to run, like, 10, 15... I mean, I don't even know how many laps this thing is. I couldn't even tell you.
It's 500, isn't it?
Is it? I
Holy
don't even
Is
know.
it or
shit,
five
on dirt?
Yeah, I think it's 500.
Oh my
There's
god.
going to be a
yeah, I don't
lot
even
of
know.
cautions.
I know there's heats, and I know there is practice. I'm gonna try to watch the practice.
Yeah, they got the full
But
TV
I am
schedule. It's like
not-
2005 again.
Oh yeah, but I am not 100% sure the length of any of it.
You know, it doesn't say.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I know
either.
that they
said it's a
announced
Ford
it.
City dirt race.
All right, I know they announced it, and I know we said we were going to talk about it later. Well,
It's here.
it's here, and I'm not ready for the later. Okay, I am not ready for the later.
I'm excited for the truck race, too. Now, that's a
There's
nice...
a lot of good names in that.
Yes.
MTJ, I think, is racing in that.
Yep,
God,
Martin
who else?
Truex. I think
Isn't Larson? Larson is, I think.
Larson
He's for
definitely
Nice.
is.
He's
Obviously,
Motorsports.
Kyle Busch is.
Yep, Bush.
I think there's someone else, too. I'm trying to think.
I'm excited. I'm excited for all of them, honestly.
Yeah, it's
They're all
gonna be awesome.
Gonna be a great weekend of racing. I'm pumped for that. I don't even know what to expect. I have no idea. I mean, I've watched the Eldora races before, and those were enjoyable, but I have no clue what to expect.
And the fun thing, too, is Bubba won at one of those Eldora races, and he kind of
like
dominated
one of the
it.
first 3 or so. I
Yeah.
think Austin Dillon won the first one, 2013, and I think it was like 2014 or 15.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect.
Anything could happen. Like,
Seriously, I have no
this is
idea.
where those drivers that are, like, kind of on that in-between can, like, shine.
That's what I'm talking about. I think we're up to race winner 7 this weekend.
I think you might be right.
I think we're for 7 for 7. And boy, I don't know, man. It's gonna be crazy. I seriously think we're gonna get more than 16 winners. It's
I
gonna
think
be
it's
close.
a real possibility.
It's gonna be
now.
very close.
I think it's a real
especially with
possibility.
Blaney getting that for sure win, because Blaney was kind of the I think he'll get one, but there's still a chance he might not get one.
Mm-hmm.
Him getting it now. There's still a lot, like we talked about last week. There's still a lot of people out there that are gonna be gimmies.
Chase, Harvick, Hamlin,
Kyle Busch,
at least one of the Bushes.
One
That's
of the
guaranteed.
Bushes.
Keselowski.
Logano.
Logano.
Boom, we're up to 6. Now we're up to 12 at that point. We got 4 open spots. Who knows what could happen? Eric
got-
Almirola might get one.
We
Austin
got
Dillon
3
might
super
get one.
speedway races left.
Tyler Reddick might get one. Cole Custer might get one.
Bowman.
Ricky
Bowman,
Stenhouse
Bowman, I
shows
think
up.
is a gimme. I
Yeah.
think Bowman's close to a gimme.
See, now, I don't think Bowman is a gimme, but I think he's got a
He's
chance.
very close to a gimme.
Yeah, it's
Well, it could easily happen. And with the road courses, we talked about it before, and I know I've said that a lot, but boy, it can happen. Mm-hmm. You got to make sure you got points to get in. Which sucks for Michael McDowell if he wins one race and then he's out. That would really blow.
Yeah.
That would really
Yeah.
suck.
He kind of came back down to earth the past, 2 weeks. He had
Yeah,
that
he
awesome
did.
stretch.
19th this week. Not great, but honestly, he's still finishing for
Yeah.
Eric Almirola, Christopher Bell,
I think he'd
Chase
still
Briscoe,
be in
Eric
just
Jones,
on points
Tyler
alone,
Reddick,
yeah.
Brad Keselowski. I mean,
Eric Jones is another name you got to watch, too, because remember, I mean, he
he
can just
has that
show
one.
up.
He does.
He can just show up.
Somehow, some way, he's just there. Stenhouse might get one. I'm not going to say Newman. Matty D might get one. There's a lot of people, man.
Matty D's got some issues. That team, I don't know. I think they're just getting ready for Cedric.
That could be it, too.
I
I
think
would
they're
have
done
To,
with
I think
him.
I would have. To
I think
agree
they
with
were
that.
better
Yeah.
off. I think the 21 team was better off to not announce that Austin Cindric was going to be in there until midway to the end of this season.
Or, honestly, they should have just not officially said it. They should have just,
Yeah,
made it kind of blatant.
yeah. We'll see. I'm pumped. Sorry, not truck race. Dirt race this weekend. I just can't fathom the idea. It's been 51 years since they last raced on the Cup.
Whoever wins this
Unreal.
race
History,
will
man.
finally take over Richard Petty as, the latest dirt guy. The latest
Yeah.
dirt winner. Richard Petty is still our most recent dirt racer.
Unreal.
Yeah. He raced his last race in 1984?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Wild.
Like that. Ah, man. I'm
No, his
Can't
la-
fathom
his
the
last
idea.
race was 92.
92. Oh,
First,
wow.
Jeff Gordon's first.
Hell, he was old
first
there.
Cup Series race was Richard
You're
Petty's
right.
last.
You're right. That was at Atlanta. That was at Atlanta.
Who would have
You're
known?
absolutely right.
Richard Petty almost didn't finish that whole race. He came out for the last lap.
Really?
Yep.
He knows. Matt knows what the fuck's up. I don't, obviously. I don't watch.
Oh, I listen to a lot of the old races.
Do you? I should get into that.
Yep, on MRN classic races.
Yeah, I should get into that. That'd be fun.
It is. It's super cool. I listen to them all, so I'm waiting
Sometimes
on
I
them to
just
release
watch.
more.
So that's what you do at work.
That is. It keeps me focused.
So, yeah, that's it.
Sometimes I just like watch old YouTube races.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah.
I have definitely done that.
I want to have a podcast where we talk about the 2005 Coke 600.
I know you like your Coke 600, Dylan. You
Yeah.
mentioned it before.
It's my favorite race.
Yep.
But that was like the last good Bobby Labonte. Like, can this fucker win it?
We'll have to watch that. You know what? There are some weeks coming up.
Live stream. Plus, I
That
mean,
they're
just
off.
the nostalgia, all the names that were still there. That's
Yeah.
when like guys like Biffle were on the come up.
There's the Biff.
Biff,
There's the Biff. I knew we had to get him in there somehow.
Bobby, random fucking FedEx paint scheme. I want to find that car. I want to die cast that car.
Speaking of diecast, I haven't got my diecast yet. I'm kind of upset about it.
How long does it take to get?
I have no idea. They said like spring, and I thought, okay, March.
Shit, I got my tax return. I got to buy that Kevin Harvick one.
I also
for
got
this
my
year.
tax return. I might maybe I'll buy another one. I don't know. We'll see whenever I get my other one. I finally.
You got to
Get
get
it.
one before you get.
You're right.
another
I got to get my other one first, or I buy one in preparation for to get the next one.
one. That's true.
I don't know. Or I save that money. We buy race tickets.
Ooh,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Martinsville.
I'm excited. We'll talk after about our plans because I want to get into that. So our picks, Matt. Honestly, fuck you. I only say that because we've been really doing bad with our picks,
yep.
and I'm up to 10 points now. Dylan's up to 8, and in one race, you're up to 4. That's why.
He's right there now.
Fuck you.
He's right. He's almost right there. Matt, we've been struggling.
I've been struggling hard, Dylan. I need something to break for me. And honestly, it's not like this week is predictable.
No.
I have no at all experience of how this race is going to go. It's a complete guess. An educated guess on who the good dirt racers are.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I
agree.
got. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm shooting from the hip then. So, who wants to go first? Matt's technically last, but
I'll let Matt go
all right.
first.
I wanted that to be between you two. All right.
All right.
Matt.
All right. Well, I'm going full pull this weekend.
Oh, full
I'm-
fucking pull.
I'm going Kyle Larson,
All right, here we
Hendrick,
go.
and Chevy.
My God.
Larson's my guy,
Matt.
and dirt is the time for him to shine.
Matt, he's probably going to take the lead.
yeah, fuck. We're fucked,
yeah.
dude. We're absolutely screwed. As if we're not doing shitty already. Here we go. All right. Well, who's your Xfinity pick?
Is there an Xfinity race?
Yeah, it should be.
Is there?
I think that they're,
Or wouldn't
I'm
there be?
not sure. I think that their next race is like Martinsville or something. I think they have a little break.
I thought they were doing the dirt race.
I don't think so.
Oh fuck! Really? God, where have I
I'm
been fucking
pretty
sitting under the
sure.
rock?
I think it's just the trucks this weekend.
No, yeah. Oh, hold on. Wait, what fucking day is it? Oh no, that's right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
April 9th, they come back at Martinsville.
Wow, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
All right, no, I'm
damn.
wrong. All right, then truck pick.
Truck pick.
Truck pick. Ooh. I like
Truck
hearing
pick.
that.
Well, I heard that Kyle Larson is racing in the trucks as well.
So full fucking pull.
We're going to go
Larson
full
too.
pull. Larson, don't let me down.
Larson will get one of them. Dylan,
Matt, I'm actually going to let you go first.
are you really?
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna...
fuckface. All right.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I'll do full fucking pull too. I'm going Chris Bell.
I was thinking you were going to do that.
Great pick.
What do
Chris
you got
Bell,
for trucks?
Gibbs, Toyota. I'm going MTJ.
All right. So
not a bad
straight
pick.
Gibbs.
I'm
All
going
right.
straight Gibbs.
You're not going to take Clint?
Clint?
Isn't Clint racing the trucks or no?
No, he's racing the Pro Invitational.
Oh, the
the
Pro
iRacing.
Invitational,
He's
okay.
racing iRacing.
Okay.
All right.
We're not doing iRacing picks. Unless you want to, but I don't even know who's all entered into that, all right? I'm not doing iRacing picks.
All right. This is where it gets weird, guys.
I have a feeling, I feel like I know where this is going to go, but maybe I don't. Shoot me.
This is where it gets fucking weird. Ryan Preece.
Yeah,
my driver.
I knew it, man.
Yep.
I fucking knew it. I just knew you were going to pick
Ryan
Ryan Preece.
Preece. I'm going Gibbs straight just for Kyle Busch. Just for Kyle Busch. And I guess if Chris Bell wins. My manufacturer, going Chevy, just in case it's Kyle Larson. For my truck, going Busch. I don't want to do it, but I gotta. But I'm going Ryan Preece. This shit show race. It was
Getting
between.
the dub. Wow.
I didn't want to pick Larson or Bell. It's too mainstream this week.
I'm all for the mainstream this week.
So
I'm picking
all for
Preece.
Mainstream.
That motherfucker's going to get into the chase. That was my nuts on the table pick
You're
this
right.
year.
That is your nuts on the table
Yep.
pick.
He's winning.
All right.
He's winning.
That's a bold pick, Dylan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bold move, Cotton.
That is a bold pick.
Yeah.
Let's see how that turns out.
Probably not
Well,
well.
so there's a truck race this
But it
week.
could.
Not an Xfinity race that I found out. I did not do my homework at all, by
That-
the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally flew in last night, went to bed, got up, went to work, came home, ate, and now I'm here. I've had no time to do anything since I got home. And I was on vacation since Thursday afternoon. Had to send a bid out, and then now I'm here. Now I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Oh, I'm going on vacation.
You already went to Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
Nice.
Let's go,
Scottsdale?
go see my grandma. No, out in Phoenix.
Ooh.
Maybe I'll slide past the racetrack. We'll see.
Phoenix, maybe? I don't know. Maybe
I don't
slide.
know. Phoenix sounds pretty. That'd be pretty cool to be at the final race.
We're going to Martinsville, Matt. We're going to Martinsville. I already looked at flights. I already looked at everything. We'll break it down after the pod.
All right.
See how we want to do this.
All right.
All right, that's all I got. I mean, I'm jacked for the pump race. I don't have any professional insight at all what the fuck's going to happen. I don't even think I have any professional insight, even in general. But I'm excited, man. That's all I can say. As a race fan, I'm excited.
Before we leave, I just I saw this the other day on Facebook, and I just got to give a shout out to a Facebook mom whose post was getting like shared over the weekend. Let me just find it. Okay, so Michelle Joseph Elliott made a Facebook post about Kyle Busch at the Dirt Nationals or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Whatever was going on this last
National Dirt
weekend.
Nationals, yeah.
About what a scumbag he is for not acknowledging her kid who had like a pit pass. And you can see pictured here as Kyle Busch is like getting out of the car about what a piece of shit he is. And I just love it. I just love it.
Can you read the post? Read the post.
This guy right here left so many of us waiting at Bristol. My son couldn't even get a fist pump. He waited all week for it for so long while he had his back turned to all of us. Everyone has a name. His is no better than anyone else. Just off camera. We're a ton of kids who wanted stuff signed. Mine just wanted to say, hey, thanks for nothing and wasting our time, Kyle Busch. I hope M&M's gets a new person to sponsor so kids stop looking up this piece of shit. Crap. Sorry, she said crap. It was just a reflex for me to say
yeah.
shit. Sorry, bud, not sorry. So I just saw that the other day,
Facebook shout out from Dill Pickle.
and I just wanted to give her
We all
know.
hate Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think at the track when I was there, it was pretty obvious. We all didn't like Kyle.
I mean, like, it's not easy to be his supporter.
It's hard.
tough.
There was not a lot that I saw. And honestly, even when people were booing him and cheering that he got a speeding penalty, all the Kyle Busch fans just kind of shiveled up in their attire and were like, I don't
Well, they
wanna
got to
have-
be used to it by now.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. If you've gone to a race, you got to be used to getting shit on by everybody who's not a Kyle Busch fan.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
anyway.
It's like rooting for Japan in World War II. It's just what.
Hashtag cancel down.
just-
All right, guys. I'll talk to you next week.
I'm sorry. It's just
Rate,
what are you doing?
subscribe.
What are you doing?
Rate, subscribe, tell a friend. We'll catch you next week. We'll see how the Bristol race goes. And the Pro Invitational race. I got 2 weeks of betting, or 2 races of betting. We'll see how all that goes. We'll catch you
Remember
next
to
week.
like us on Facebook as well and Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram. I've been lacking on the YouTube videos, but I don't think anybody cares anyway. But catch us on there. All right. See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.